Too. Shalom, shalom. All right, so we back at it again. Another week. We're working. Y'all shot. Double honors to the elders over at the Great Millstone. Also double honors to all the elders of the Israelite nation. You know, who do well in our teaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashim. Right, Shalom. Out teaching this truth. You know, the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered, and also Shalom to the of the Israelite nation as well, who have forsaken this world, you know, come back to the true heritage, to the true of who you are. You all are, you know, Israelites, all right? So we just out here another week. Get into this work, man. You know, and enjoying it. You know, watching the downfall of the nation, you know, that was supposed to be great. It's really when you got your eyes open, disastrous and destruction, specifically blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native American Indian people. You know, you are all in fact Israelites. You're the true Israelites. That's who you truly are. You know, and this place is meant to destroy you. It was made to destroy you because it's ran by your enemy. You know, and your enemy being the so-called white man who is biblically known in the Bible, Esau or Edom. So that's who the so-called white man truly is. You know, and he is in fact your enemy. He's your top enemy, and he wishes destruction upon your race, your nation. When you talk about enemies, those against you, this is what we're talking about. And you can see is the brother, you know, putting up on a picture, these atrocities are manifest. If you go look, you don't gotta go too far. You will understand who your oppressors are. You will understand who your enemies are. You know, those are the same people that was you know, having our bodies swinging in the breeze and us taking postcard pictures. You know, using our kids as footstools, who led us into captivity. All right, so we're gonna go on these doubles. You know what I'm saying? Today we're gonna get a few. Let's make you know very clear. May manifest through the so-called white man. All right, so we're gonna start here. Start at the top.
This is Psalms chapter 64 and verse 1, it says, hear my voice, almost high.
Yep.
It says, in my prayer, preserve my life.
All right, so that's the only way of what's going on here. We're going to be delivered out of the destruction that is already currently always been going on with our people. You know, history, your present time, you know, and if you got eyes, you can see. And it's all because of our enemies. And the only our enemies being in the country, you know, ruling this world right now. The only way we is through the Lord.
It says, in my prayer.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to be praying for. That's what we are out here praying for. That's what we out here working for, you know? One, we don't fear the enemy, but that's why we got to pray for that fear to be preserved. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's going to be powered through the Heavenly Father. He's the only person that's going to get true guidance away from being a captive. You know, it's the only true way to free your mind. Like that. A depiction of it.
Of the wicked.
And the wicked, they come together and they plot against the Israelites. It's the elite of the so-called white man, the elite of the global elite. After the cream of the crop of the Israelites. You know, again, you're casualties. You know, so all you regular so-called white folk, you know what I'm saying, on non-elite level, you heathens, you other heathen nations, you know, you're just being lost within the casualties because these elites, they know who they're after. They're after the so-called black man, who has always and truly are the Israelites, who includes the so-called Negroes, so-called American Indian people. To cut us off from being a nation, you can go to Psalms 83 and come back real quick. And this part of their council, man. Their council is to, you know, to be part of their system, you know.
Psalm chapter 83, verse 3 says, they have taken crafty counsel against
thy people. So it's the so-called white man, the elite of them, versus the elites of the so-called black. That's what it comes down to, man. To bid our people to those who will be counted as part of the 1/3 or the house of David of Israel when this for, man, for this place to be brought down to the ground. You got it, brother.
They have
right.
and consulted
against thy people and have they coming together to deplete or to already against the heavenly Father, Son, Yahweh Shai, and what his job is to do. You know? and his Heavenly Father's people. You so-called blacks, black Indians.
This is Job chapter 9. Is given into their hand.
Who is in control? Top seat. Plain to tell, the earth. Well, who's the earth in the hand of? It's easy. The so-called white man. Those. Go ahead.
It says he covered.
He's covering the faces of the judges, of the true judges. You can go back to Psalms 83, pick up where he was at. So he's covering the faces of the judges, of the true judges, right? With that hand that he had right now. You got it?
It says they have Psalm 83 verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Whose faces have been covered, those same judges, you know, and that's you Israelites. It works in their favor because the ones who do know what's going on, we don't have our power. We was commanded to wait. You know, we're waiting for our power to come and to link up with our power and take these devils out of power, man. Whose name? This trouble that we're in, man. And the full dose of the trouble hasn't come just yet. That's a specific time to come, but we already see it. Most of our people not prepared for it. They don't realize it's been a crafty counsel taken against them. They don't realize the whole world is aiming for their destruction, for their defeat. Exists. And if you walk around and you don't got the Lord, man, you already done. That's why we bid you to come back and walk in. Don't, you're going to be part of the destruction. You're going to be counted as that number. You know, until you come back in the kingdom of heaven. You our babies. Part of those who make the one dark subject to it, man.
And let us be a nation.
And that's their job right there. They're trying to cut us off from being a nation. So when you come together and you're gathering as a group, you know, it's just like if you play the sport, you got practice, man. Y'all watch film. Going on, you know. If we coming together, what we're trying to do? We're trying to defeat who we have in mind to defeat, who our opponent is. And we already found out that the opposition to these wicked ones is the Israelites. They're trying to cut Israel off from being a nation. So what kind of conversations can you imagine they having? If you have your eyes open, you'll realize it's happening all through the world. If you look around, you know, in all the neighborhoods where you Israelites live at, you so-called blacks live at, there's liquor stores on every corner, McDonald's, poison. Use poison. The worst kind of foods, the worst kind of mentalities, the worst just conditions. Get a job, you can't really actually take advantage of. You can read
Psalm chapter 83 verse 4 says, they have said, come and let us cut.
And that's it. They trying to cut them off from being a nation. Keep on reading.
It says that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. From being a nation, that the name of Israel,
right? Right? You got it?
may be no more in remembrance.
See, and that's why you don't hear nobody talking about the Israelites. You see? Because they have set that crafty counsel, and it's, you know, the job, for the most part, on a high level, it's been done, man. Obviously, they're not able to complete it because we still out here, you know what I'm saying? And we know who we are, but most of us don't know who we are, man. So they've cut the name from being the people. That's why you walk around saying I'm black. You think you black. You think you Mexican. You think you Puerto Rican. You think you Haitian. Hispanic. Think you a Native American. Think you an Indian. You know, and that's what we out here professing, man. We know we're the Israelites. And it's all according to the scriptures. You can go back to 64.
Council.
So that's what you gotta know what's going on. You come back to your heritage. You're gonna start the Bible. It tells you what you can't eat. It tells you how to go and how to be in certain situations. How to treat your brother, how to treat your people. You know? It's in everything. Anything you can imagine, you can answer it within this book, man. But you got it.
God. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Tell you, if I can, tell you how to feel about these other nations.
Right. That's beautiful. It tell you exactly how to feel about these other nations. You know? We count a lot of these, well, I'm gonna say a lot, we count these nations that's against us our enemies. But yeah, you can read that again.
It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
See, and that's that plotting from it when you know what's going on, so you can avoid it. You know. So, example, saying if you know it's about to rain, why watch? Well, what to predict? It shows you how to predict what's coming and how to avoid that. How to from what they're plotting against us, what they're scheming against us, what they're planning against you people, you Israelites, man. Because it's specific. Verse 3. Like, you are Israel. What's your father? No, nationality. You an Israelite. Oh, you know? Jerusalem. We're the chosen people.
who wet their even bitter
They come off because these people know who their enemy are. They know you're their enemy. You're the downfall of them. So they sharpen their tongues in clever ways to get you on what they're trying to do. You know, whatever their system of plan is, that's how they're going to come at you. They're going to offer you what you love, what you like, to take their poison, to be stabbed by them. It's happening, man. They wet their tongues like a sword. They come to you with a sharp tongue, sharp words, you know, trying to misguide you. Got it? Fine. They say they bend their bones. They say I got it. They bend their is ready to be used. Use it. Right.
He said he got asked what's his father's nationality. He said Christian. You know, he didn't want. He was too proud, you know, to really be serious. And then it says, and then who face? It testified to who face? The Father. The Heavenly Father just saying that, man. This is face. You know what I'm saying? This is presence. All right. It says, and they do not return to the Lord their God, nor seek destruction. All Latinos and Native American Indian tribes, Ephraim is also so American Indian, man. They Scottish. They all. That's like calling having my that's having a calling to Egypt. You know what that means for you? 911. Do you know what Egypt means for you? What you call to it? It says they go to Assyria. That's it. That's ultimately, you know, what just happened. He left, you know, and he called to Ephraim, you know. Ephraim called to Egypt, you know, and went on to Assyria. All right, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and that's the condition of our people, man. Not realizing it all. You know, you smile at destruction, and you're not in position to be smiling at destruction, man. That's what you walking back to when you walk past this, man. Because you're not gonna see this everywhere. But you can that's off there.
wet their tongue, their bows to shoot their arrows. even bitter words.
See? And that's what, you know, my man, she just walked on into. He think it's sweet over there. Because those words came when they sounded sweet. You know what I'm saying? He sharpened his tongue. You know, the world offers you everything you think you want, man. You probably about to go get some food. You know, put your you had some bags in his hands. You know, probably enjoy his you walking on. You are idle. Give you power in a day. Everything that you walk past this court, it's not could have got just by hearing these words over here. You know? So your own destruction. Hearing about these exist. Fight you. Of the
away like a bird. Still the kingdom glory go away. Hey, riches, you know, choose to know, way out. Get an excuse break one that curse. It says, though they bring up their children, and a lot of you have a lot of kids, you don't so-called Latinos, yet will I bereave them, there shall not be a man left. Woe also to them when I depart from them. So about to destroy you. That's why it's gonna be so many damn women left, and the Lord gonna destroy most of you women. To you, if He depart from you, that means it's gonna be worse. That means there's no more gates of mercy. There's no more heads around you. Woe unto you if He depart from you, man. Woe unto them if you depart from them. You know, I mean, the heads is taken away from you, and there's all the gates of mercy is pretty much torn down, man. They're not even opened up. The Lord's gonna tear them down, and then you know you subject to as many red beams on your head, man. You know, and guess what? All of them coming. They're pointing at you from the so-called white man. You know, and a lot of the beams that's attached to that's attached to the guns, they held by the rest of the damn people that hate you. And that's Esau.
You got that.
2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a reed.
The Lord will keep bringing that judgment to you, man. You know, from the womb to the tomb. You know what I'm saying? You being cursed already. You walking on in your cursedness. You're not coming back to that. To go on. He lives the way Lord say you like it. They'll keep on coming around. You gotta step up. Man. You gotta get it. You go back to these, right? Our people just don't get it. They'll do the same thing over and over again. How many times can you buy a new pair of Jordans? Go Wild Wings. Go. You know what I'm saying? How long will you learn simplicity? And simplicity is good in some way, but if you're simple and love simplicity, you're not like it in the right way, man. Oh, you simple. You can't be obsessed with nothing. Nothing. Songs.
At the purpose.
Man. When you went to the store, you just got shot at, man. Yo, wanna do that's what you got. And it was put in your mind. It's probably on your. You went up and got him. And you walk past exactly what could save you, put you in better condition because you want to enjoy that instead. You know, just shooting at lines are deep. Trick you, they know what you like. To destroy you. Secret, because the elites are so far, even know that they actually are the. And most people in this in society or the plain world, they have no idea. Edomites around here, that's nothing. The elites have it all.
I got one. I'm gonna consider your ways. Ye have so much, but ye have not enough.
Right.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm.
Right.
Earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways, man. Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, the Lord said, consider your ways. Obviously, you're not considered that he's harming you. Why is it money? Why is it that you feel like? Why is it that when you never eating somebody who to go on in your not considering these things. You don't consider anything. The only thing you consider is whatever impulse you have. And Esau works off those impulses by having an impulse to do. Availability, man. That's why our neighborhoods realize they all set up the very, very much same, man. It's a circle. You've been walking. You gotta realize that we came from slaves. We come from slavery. How you consider anything today? Exactly, because we know we have to step towards these things, man. You can't forget these atrocities. You can't forget what happened to your people. Because if you're not considering these things, you're gonna walk around today thinking, what's up, little man? You're gonna walk around today thinking that you belong here. And you got that.
7 verse 14. The wicked have drawn, the wicked have drawn out the sword.
Man, you bugged out, man. You don't have eyes, man. The wicked are, they drawing it out. Again, it's like use it. It's not my that bow bit. Once that bow bit, that arrow gotta go, man. It has to go. There ain't no way to let that go without it doing some damage to something, man. So they drawing that sword out, man. You keep on reading from the top and keep on going through.
Psalms 37 and 14, it says, the wicked have drawn out the sword and have been cast down.
To cast down. Poor need. It's you so-called blacks, you so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native American Indian people, man. That's who the poor and needy is of this world. You might have a decent job, but are you on the level really?
Yeah, right.
Like,
See it, right?
the ones in control. It's almost imaginary. You know what I'm saying? You can read that again.
Psalms 37